Welcome back, third graders, to a new phonics lesson with the name of Related Words. Today I will teach you how two words are related, connected in the meaning and sometimes in the form. Why? Because sometimes we find a word and we don't know the meaning of this word, so we will use the meaning of a word we already know to figure out the meaning of the word that we don't know. We will use the relationships between words to understand the meaning of each one. Alright? So I want all of you now to watch and listen carefully. And let's get started. Alright, now look at this sentence. I have the ability to run fast. I have the ability to run fast. Okay, now when I find this sentence, I find myself doesn't know the word ability. So what's the meaning of ability? So when we find an unfamiliar word, a strange word, think about similar words you already know. Does it look like a word that I met before? Is it similar to a word I know? Is ability similar to a word I know? Search in your memory. Of course, able. For example, I am able to lift heavy suitcases. And able is an adjective and it means a person can, a person has a skill. So able is the adjective of this noun. This is a noun and this is an adjective. So similar words, they are so close in the form and they have the same meaning, but this one is a noun and this one is an adjective. So we can understand that often words that look similar are related, similar in form, in the letters, in the spelling, are related, and this means they have the same meaning. So I used a word I already know, able, to find out the meaning of ability, a word that I don't know. Be careful, they have the same meaning, but this one is an adjective and this one is a noun. They have the same meaning, but the pronunciation is a little bit different. Able and ability. Okay? Be careful to the form and the pronunciation, the sound. Okay. Now read this sentence. She used a cloth. Be careful, cloth, for dusting. Alright, ask yourself, is the word cloth similar to a word I already know? This is the first key to unlock the meaning of cloth. Is it similar? Search in your memory, scratch your heads. Oh yeah, clothes. I know the meaning of the word clothes. What does it mean? Things we wear to cover our bodies, to decorate our bodies, like these. Clothes. So I know the meaning of this word and I don't know the meaning of cloth. So I will use the meaning of clothes to find out and figure out the meaning of cloth. An example for clothes: children are wearing beautiful clothes. Alright, what's the second key? This is the first key. The second key is use context clues to help you figure out the meaning of a word you don't know. So I used a word I already know, clothes, to find out the meaning of a word that I don't know. What is the second step? Alright, try to look before and after to try to guess the meaning of cloth. This is what you call context clues. To use what's before and what's after a word I don't know to find out the meaning of a word that I don't know. I use what I know before and after to find out the meaning of a word that I don't know. Okay, that's what we call context clues. Alright, so she used a cloth for dusting, and dusting means to remove dust. When we remove dust, what we use? We use what? Cloth. So cloth and the clothes, they have the same material. Cloth and the clothes are made of the same material, so I can figure out that the meaning of cloth is a piece of material made from the same material clothes are made of. We use for what? For removing dust, for dusting, like this one. So cloth is a piece of material we use for dusting, for removing dust and dirt. So I used two keys, two clues, a word I already know and the context clues. They will help me a lot to discover and find out words I don't know the meaning. Okay? Okay, now read the sentence. Do you think he meant to leave the coat? Meant. So I don't know the meaning of meant. Right? As usual, is the word meant similar to a word I know? Of course. Mean. I know the word mean. Want to say, want to express. Be careful when you find a word that you don't know. Try to figure out, is it a verb or a noun, adjective, or a noun, verb, adjective, or adverb. Why? This will help you guess the meaning. So this is a verb. He meant, the subject is in verb. So there's a rule. Some irregular past verbs are so close in the form with the base verb. So if it's a verb, some irregular verbs have slight changes from the base verb. So try to figure out, is it a verb or a noun first? So using the word I know, mean, in the present simple, I found out or figured out the meaning of the past simple meant. Okay, because meant is irregular form of mean in present. Okay, there are some other verbs follow the same rule. They have irregular forms, like dealt. Dealt is the past symbol of dealt first, kept, and felt. Three irregular verbs in the past symbol. So dealt is the past symbol of deal. What's the meaning of deal? Deal as a verb means to give playing cards to players. Give playing cards to players. That's the meaning of deal. It has some other different meanings, okay, such as a noun, which means agreement. Also it means as a verb to deal or to do something with someone. Okay, right. Dealt is a past symbol of deal. Kept is a past symbol of keep. Felt, feel. So if you find out or you meet a word that's difficult to know the meaning, try to figure out, is it a verb, a noun, adjective, or an adverb? Then if it's a verb, what's the base verb, the present simple form of it? This will help you a lot to find out the meaning of this word. Alright, now read the sentence. His signature is on the paper. His signature is on the paper. So I don't know the meaning of the word signature. The first key, the first clue is when we find an unfamiliar word, we search for a similar word. Is there a word similar to the word signature? So it should be signature. So is the word signature similar to a word that I already know? We start to search in our background memory. I will find that, yeah, there's a verb called sign, and sign means to write your name in the lowest part of a paper to show that you agree. So sign means to write your name in the lowest part of a paper to show that you agree. For example, please sign here to get the money. Sign here to get the money. Alright, but this one sign and this one is signature. So there is an additional syllable, chur, and we learned that chur changes the verb into a noun. So this word is a noun of this word. How do you know? From this syllable, the final syllable, chur. So using the verb, I already know sign, and the suffix I already know, which means this is a noun. I found out that signature means my name written by myself. That's my name, that's my signature. Okay, alright, here is a key, another key or a rule that help you a lot. Some words are made up by adding suffixes and prefixes to the base word. So when you find a word with a suffix or a prefix, try to remove the suffix or prefix to know the base word. Okay, also try to figure out the meaning of the suffix or prefix. So if you know that this suffix changes the verb into a noun, and you know the verb sign, so it will be easy to guess the meaning of this noun. For example, natural. Natural is an adjective of the noun nature. Nature means everything that surrounds us: animals, plants, air, water, and so on. Environment, okay? Nature, everything that's made by Allah, not by ourselves, not by people. Midnight. So I know the meaning of night, but what about mid? It's a prefix which means in the middle of. So midnight means in the middle of night. Alright. Okay, now the traffic signal turned green. The traffic signal turned green. So I don't know the meaning of signal. Alright, there's a suffix here, remove it. This is the first step. Second step is the word sign, similar to a word that I know, of course, but the first one we talked about was a verb. In this time, sign can be a noun, and it means, sign as a noun means a piece of paper or wood with a picture or words written on it. Why? To give information. Okay, that's the meaning of sign. When you walk on the street, you can find some signs with stop sign, no smoking sign, and so on. For example, there is a for sale sign in front of our neighbor's house. The sign. Okay, alright, but this one has a suffix al. Here the suffix means that it's not an adjective, it's a noun, right? So the noun has al, additional, not a suffix. Okay, alright, and now let's look at the context clues. Traffic turned green. So traffic means in the street, okay, and turned green means to change the color into green, and the sign is something like that. So something like that in the street, in the traffic, and turned green, it must be this one, the traffic signal. It's a device or something in the street, in the sideways. Why? To tell the drivers what to do. Should they stop, move, walk slowly, and so on. So as you see, we use this word and we use the context clues to find out the meaning of signal. So as you see again, sign and signal, they have the same form, but the sound is a little bit different, okay? So be careful. Alright, so I know the meaning of the word mean. So if you read for the first time and you find a verb like meant, try to make the connection with the base word mean and write it down, take it down, okay? Also, if you found this word meaning, try to take it down and make a connection with the base word. Also, meaningful. Meaningful means having meaning. For example, this is a meaningful look. It's a look with meaning. The opposite of meaningful is meaningless, without meaning. So all these words come out from the base word mean. So if you find a word that's related to a word you know, try to take it down, write it in the shape of a mind map like that, or in the form of a tree. The stem is the base word and the branches are the words that you find out in the new text, okay? This will help you a lot to keep and memorize words. Another example, wait, yeah, another example is relate. So when I read for the first time, I found a word called related, connected. Then another time I found a word relation, the noun. Another time I found relationship, another noun. Also another time I found a word relatives, means people that are close to me from the same family, like aunt or cousin, uncle, and so on. So try to make a connection between the base word and branches, other words that come out from the stem, from the base word. So let's sum up what we said today. When you find an unfamiliar word, what to do? First, think about similar words that you already know. Why? Because they have a similar meaning. Similar words have similar meaning. Ask yourself, is the word that I don't know is a noun or a verb or adverb or an adjective, and so on. If it's a verb, some irregular past verbs are so close in the form with the base verb. The last one, some words are made up by adding suffixes and prefixes to the base word. So if you want to get the meaning, remove the suffix first to find out the meaning of the base word, then try to find out the meaning of the suffix itself or the prefix. Try to guess the meaning. Also, I forgot to write the context clues are so important. Look before and after the words that you don't know. This will help you guess the meaning. Okay, and that's enough for today. Thanks a lot for watching me. Don't forget to do your homework page 434 and don't do sentences 2 and 13. Okay, till we meet again, goodbye.